Cool. I think we're live. So let's get going. Actually, I should probably be streaming to TikTok, shouldn't I? I don't know if this is going out to TikTok effectively. I don't know. Okay.
That's the trait.
I think we're not. I think this is a YouTube exclusive. All right. I messed that up. Cool. It doesn't matter. Let's get going. So this is my old blog, and it's kind of messed up. So if I go to featured content, you can see the formatting is messed up. If I go to, I don't know, some of these are going to be just one or two of these is going to be just totally empty. That one looked pretty good, didn't it? This one looks pretty good. About is just like totally empty. If I go all the way back, 98 pages of articles. If I go all the way back, Nintendo Heart, this is a broken YouTube link. Why? Why is it like this? The answer is because this used to live in WordPress. This used to all be in WordPress before WordPress went through a bunch of changes, and I would have to pay for GoDaddy hosting. And I thought, let me just move to a static compiled site, and I won't have to pay for GoDaddy database and web hosting. I'll just pay for the domain name, which I still pay through. And now I pay through Vercel. So it was also a platform consolidation move because I just use Vercel and Supabase now. I moved my stuff off of GoDaddy, which was cool. So those are reasons this is stale, but it still gets a bunch of traffic. And I have neglected the site. I've moved a lot of my blogging over to Substack. So Substack is growing. That's cool. But this is like a fraction of what I'm still getting on that After Econ site. Maybe I can bring over some of the analytics. Okay, so here we go. So you can see this, right? I think you can see this. Link account, whatever. So there's a person in the past. Oh, I guess that's probably me in the past 30 minutes. What is this time range? 7 days? So yeah, I get like 1,000 events per week, or hundreds of users per week. And so that is traffic that I could use for the purpose of a funnel. Either I want to tell those people, hey, like go to Optimality now because that's where I'm blogging these days, or what I'm really working on in this video is an author funnel. So I want to write a book. Actually, I already did write a book, so I have a completed manuscript now. And I want to market that thing. And I have no idea how to do this really well. I'm trying to get my head around it. So I have this website, the Evergreen Series. You can go sign up and join the waitlist. This is for an adult dark fantasy romance. I have a different book, which is not this book, which does not currently have a sign-up list. And so that's the thing that I want to do now. And I thought, well, should I have, it's also fantasy, but it's children's fantasy. And I thought, should I have like both options on this website? And I talked to my wife, who's a co-author of the Evergreen Series, and she said, and I agree, don't do that. That's weird. That's cringe. But we're going to kind of put them on the same website because I got some more domains. Got some awesome domains going on. So we're going to have this thing called Yggdria. Similar to the World Tree. Okay. Yggdrasil is the World Tree. Yggdria is the name of a fictional world inspired by the World Tree. And so that is the narrative universe where the Evergreen Series takes place. And it's the same narrative universe where the child story takes place, but they can be on different pages inside that website. Make sense? And then we can have like authors pages and stuff like that. That's all cool. And that's where I would like to push the traffic that is visiting here. So I'd like to update these people and be like, hey, if you want to see my current writing for blogs, go to Substack. Also, I have this book, go to book website. And then there is this open question about the Latterly tech folks, as well as game people that come to see me from gaming, which is almost no one today. I won't even bother to show you. I have a Twitch, so it's almost no one today. The difference there is that in the future, it could be more people as I start to play games more, because some people asked me to stream with them. And if I can regularly stream with other people, I think a community might form there. But I think I'm currently approaching that with a Yagni attitude. Like, let's cross that bridge when we get to it, sort of thing. So currently what I would like to do is put a slight refresh on this after econ and then point it towards the Yggdria. And then I also want to do an update on Latterly, which is doing a similar thing on the Latterly blog. And it's like the article from the Latterly angle is like, hey, it's two things. It's how do we monetize Latterly? And the answer is paid articles, premium, and courses. And now the fourth approach is a book. And so it's going to be like you can support the Latterly community by going over there. And then the other angle on Latterly is, hey, why is it a different website? Why did you not extend this website? And the answer is because I'm going to be building out author features, which are pretty distinct. I think maybe I'll change my mind in the future and squish them together. But from my current vantage point, it seems like the features that I would like as an author for my audience as an author are distinct from those features that I want on Latterly with the career journal, with these courses. And, maybe they'll squish together in the future because courses could be shared across authors, right? Maybe. Blogging could be shared, checklists could be shared, a Copilot could theoretically be shared. The journal is where it gets kind of weird. You don't have your typical audience with a journaling thing, but you could have it with like a social community, right? But then the LeetCode stuff is like very distinct, So then it's like, is the interview prep, but the interview prep stuff is currently a key feature of the website. A lot of people sign up to Latterly just for the interview prep stuff. Okay, so I'd love your opinion in the chat if you want to drop a comment about should I add these authors features to Latterly. For me, honestly, it could work. I could see it working for me. I see it not working so well for all the other authors. Where if I turn this into a SaaS and I'm like, hey, authors, you can have this author platform, they're going to be like, I'm going to use 20% of this and 80% of this is like not relevant to me, right? That's my current thought process. And let me know in the chat if I'm totally wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I need to recast this journal idea to be like a social community idea. And then it's like every author likes a social community. But the journal is actually distinct from a social community. So I need to keep thinking about that, or I'd love your opinion about that. Okay. And then the idea that someone would want a public profile with jobs. No, people don't want that, right? It's weird. So it feels to me like two different products. The social profiles, if I go over here to community and I go to browse profiles, these are people on the job search. There's not an analog for that in an author's community. Where the analog would be like private profiles inside the community, like share and get to know the other people in the community. Kind of like you add other people in their discords, maybe. It's really distinct. So I'm thinking to make a different website, and that's why. Okay. And if you disagree, let me know and I'll reconsider. But that's currently my approach here. Okay, cool. So we have this. We're going to move this. Why are we not calling it the Evergreen series? Trademark stuff. So Yggdria is like a word that no one uses, so I can trademark that word. It's like, okay, cool. That's why Yggdria. It's the female semantic transform of Yggdrasil is the idea behind Yggdria. Okay, so here we are. We're here. We got the cursor going on. I'm going to use Gemini. Why am I using Gemini? Because it's free. I don't want to pay for Claude. I already have too many AI things I'm paying for. I'm paying for ChatGPT. I don't want code. I don't really personally like Codex. You're welcome to use it. Anyway, here we are in After Econ, and it has no AI skills. It's pre AI. It's pre AI. And so now I'm going to say, read 3 articles from content to get a feel for the code base. You can also read the README and some feature code. Then create an agent file. And let's see what I want to call this thing. Just want to call it agents, right? Then create an agents.md with basic information useful for AI coding assistance. I'm going to make a Claude. It's just going to add agents. That's fine. And this is the SQLite. This is an old branch. Yep, so I already merged that. Okay, so I need to make a new branch. So on this branch, I'm going to do 2 things to this repository. One is I'm going to add the GitHub URL so I can easily do a two-way navigation. Currently, I can go over to After Econ, but then what if I want to get back to GitHub? It's not so easy. And the other thing is I will make a new blog article. So I want this to be similar to Latterly's footer. Command Shift F, Command V, enter. I can see it's over here. Let's see, I don't really want it to be that similar. I just want it to have just the copyright piece. We can do an about page. Do I want to give people that visit after econ a way to join the Latterly Discord? That seems weird, right? Yeah, so I don't want them to do that. I do want to add the Patreon link though. Okay, just the about, GitHub, and copyright links, not the other stuff. Let's also add a Patreon link. If you're just joining in the chat, welcome in. Maybe I should try to add our TikTok folks as well, the old school way where I have them on the phone. Right. Allow once. npm lint. Yeah, that looks good. Shell awaiting input. Do I need to... What's going on? Oh, interesting. Shift tab to unfocus. I'm not used to that. Yes, we can do, let's see, how would you like to configure ESLint? Strict, why not? Yeah, let's go strict. I've added the footer to the root layout so it appears on all pages. Is this acceptable, or would you prefer it strictly on the home page? I think that's acceptable. I think that's acceptable. Can I npm run dev? And let's see how it looks. But I think it's going to be fine. I don't really like this sun emoji. Okay, so here's the footer. After econ, all rights reserved. Cool. The Patreon opens a new tab. Looks good. I want the all rights reserved to actually point to John Vanderveer. Let's see. And I want to make sure that it uses this new date thing. Okay, so footer, new date. Here's the current year. text SM gray 500. Oh, my keyboard didn't work. Yo, now both keep. Oh, okay. It's just that it's staged. My bad. Yeah, that's what it is. So when it's staged, I can't actually edit it in the IDE. Okay, so I want the text to go this way. All right. After econ, all rights reserved. Fine. All rights reserved. Get rid of that. And then this part, I want that to say current year because I want that link. All right, now let's look now. Copyright 2026, John Vanderveer, and that's done dynamically. Cool. But I want it to look different. Dude, what up, what up? Welcome in. So I want it to look different, like a different color. Text gray. Let's do, not gray. Let's do like blue, black. Probably not black. It actually doesn't look any different to me. Because that is in dark mode. I think I want to go like blue. Or underlined. Yeah, let's just underline it. That's the best thing to do, isn't it? And that's going to underline all of that. I just want the span underlined, actually. That's better. All rights reserved is now bold. Not exactly what I'm looking for. All rights reserved, font bold. This stuff over here is bold. It does look more readable when it's bold. Let's bold the whole thing. Let's put the font bold over here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boom, opens in a new tab. Nice. Dark mode looks good. That looks good, right? What do you think? I think it looks good. Oh, my face is kind of in the way of your video. But anyway, I think it looks good. So we got about, GitHub, Patreon. Those are looking good. I'll stage that. There's the sun icon that I don't really like. Here's a theme toggle. And there's a nav bar. Okay, so this is the footer. And I'm going to ask why is there a theme toggle and a nav bar that repeats? I also don't like that character style. Sun emoji. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one more. And then how about moon emoji? I think what we have for the moon emoji is fine. Just change the sun. Okay, so we update this footer, right? And then we're making an article, which is like, hey, everyone, go to, and then I also kind of want to fix this. So this is about after economics. And then over here, we have about after economics. Yeah. So need to fix this. Consolidated the logic. Cool. Dig that. Placeholder to avoid layout shift looks good to me. We got the emojis that I like. It swapped the default, which should be harmless, but let's just do a manual verification. Yeah. Boop, boop. Okay. This is good. This is good, right? So what do I call this? This is consolidate theme toggle. Okay, so what do I want to do? Now let's write an article. Now let's write a new article. This article because I don't publish into this website very often these days. There are 4 places to go. Patreon to support my work and read material related to my new books. that's a good enough starting point. I'll go back and forth with it. There are 4 places to go. 1, Patreon to support my work, and 2, Substack, where I now blog on 3 topics. So I have current tech, what would I call this? Optimality. This is like it's currently an earning money thing, but then it's also like optimal living, productivity and optimal living. Let's see. Economics, technology, policy, and philosophy. This is pretty confusing to Gemini. I think it's going to be pretty confusing to Gemini. Let's go over to ChatGPT and kind of pre-draft this article. Okay, I like to the point of publication. Now I'm drafting a blog article for my old blog. The purpose of the article is where to go to, or like how to read, where to read my new writing. The title of the article is Where to Read My Newer Writings. The answer is Patreon for books. The answer is that there are 4 places to go. Patreon for books, to Substack for traditional blog articles, and then social media for continuous notes of all kinds, including video material. Did I have a 4th place? Really, these are the 3. Oh, and then laterally, yeah. Oh, sorry. For blog articles related to like tech career development. Okay, so here are the blogs. Let's see. Okay. So let me copy this over and then read it. Public posts, there is content. So this will be 2026 0517 where.md. Where to read newer writings. Cool. Where to read newer writings. A lot of readers still discover my work through After Econ, so I wanted to write a quick update explaining where my newer writing now lives. And do I typically style it as one word? After Econ, I think I typically style it as one word. Or sometimes okay, looks like I do it both ways. Great. There's not too many places I could sort of brute force them. One, two, three. So I see three instances of After Econ with the space. And we got just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's not supposed to have a space. It's not supposed to have a space. So these are the exceptions, not the rules. After economics is like the fully spelled out, that's fine. But after econ is one word. Okay. What happened over here? Okay, here we go. This is just indentation and formatting. But here's the real new article. A lot. I don't like that. Many readers still discover my work through After Econ, so I wanted to write a quick update explaining where my newer writing now lives. Over time, my interests expanded beyond economics into I already had these interests. I just split up the places where I write so that the places where people subscribe, they can get it more kind of like tailored to that category. Over time, my interest expanded. This is just not true. I've been doing tech for years. I've moved content into Patreon and Substack in order to, let's see. Patreon, Substack, Latterly. Those are really them. I've moved much of my writing. I've moved my writing into more monetizable areas. I've moved my writing into more monetizable locations. Are they called Substacks? Yeah, they're called Substacks. 3 Substacks with more focused with content, more tightly focused around particular themes. I also create lots of social media content, beyond text content. See my social media links here. Okay, so that's not John's link tree. There we go. Many readers still discover my work through After Econ, so I wanted to write a quick update explaining where my newer writing now lives. I've moved my writing into more monetizable locations. Patreon is my authors as my authors community. I don't know, is or as 3 Substacks, and then latterly.io /blog for content related to software engineering, for content pertinent to the Latterly community. Text link should be descriptive. Okay. I've moved my writing into more monetizable locations where content is more tightly associated to distinct themes. So there's Patreon, Substack. Thanks to everyone who has continued reading my work over the years. After econ remains an important part of my writing history, and I appreciate everyone who still finds their way here. Great. Sounds good. So let's look at how it looks on the page. Where to read my newer writings. Great. This is just ugly. This is just ugly. And the reason it must be ugly is because Markdown parsing is not supported. Is that the reason? Yeah, see, these are still using, even though they're Markdown files, it's using HTML, isn't it? All right, let's go for that. Let's go for that. It's just not Markdown at all, but that's fine. Why is this not being rendered properly? Let me ask Gemini. Okay, I did have the gray matter, but I did not have remark integrated. Okay. Let's give it a spin. Looks great. Looks great, Gemini. Good job. Let's do the regression check. This also looks fair enough. Honestly, if the old ones are kind of messed up, I don't care too much. Featured content. It's not like it looks any worse than it looked before, you know? Okay. Looks good to me. I didn't install Remark, so was it already there and it was just not integrated properly? Yeah, okay. Cool. So we're fixing up that Remark. Now, I want to fix this about, and then I want to confirm that the issue is filed to clean up file content. Paginate articles for faster load time. This is done. Laterally CTA. I'll consider this done as part of where to find my I'll consider that this closes the laterally CTA ask. Link socials and GitHub repo from site and vice versa. Yeah, so the personal blog is down here. So it is linked, but we want to link it two ways. So yeah, that's effectively accomplished by what we're doing here. Yo, really enjoying your stream. There's a lot of potential for growth here. Happy to share some ideas if you're interested. No, thanks. Thanks for dropping by, though. Okay, not John's link tree. Yeah, so this closes it. Okay, cool. Safari sees 404 by default. That's a bummer. Close this. I want to fix these about pages. So where's about John Vanderveer even linked? We got right here and right here. Okay, so it's linked inside of that. It just forwards. It just forwards. I'm a self-taught developer and career switcher. Switching careers wasn't easy, but I was able to do it, and it has been everything I hoped it would be. I want to encourage others to switch into programming, and I'm passionate about facilitating people with that goal. A career in coding can be rewarding, stable, and fun. Contact me here if you would like me to personally assist you in learning code. No, that's not a thing now. That's not a thing now. Laterally. So this is going to be ahref equals laterally.io is the community that I created to help others learn to code and land their first or next programming role. Check it out. I don't want that. I put that in the trash, didn't I? Where did you get that from? Don't talk with food in your mouth. You got it out of the trash. Sam, I know that you did. I know that you did. Okay, so this is called kicking off a job search. Let's just go verify that this looks okay. This is going to be 2023. Let's see. I want to do the title. I want to do the title search. Can we implement title level search without a database of this stuff? We should be able to. We should be able to. Do I have a sitemap on here? So after econ.com, sitemap.xml. Yeah, I have a sitemap here. Cool. Okay, build search index. Great. So there's the title, the date, and the slug. Great. Sam, stop! It's going to add a nav bar with a search over here. Kicking. Oh, okay. It dropped down like that. Good. That looks good to me. Where does it say search post? Here it is. And it should say search post titles. So there's like some lint issues going on with the search TSX. Good, so it's bringing in the document object model lint compliance. Good. Okay, this looks a lot better. And it's fast. Cool. And Laterally is the community that I created to help others learn to code. This is fine. I think this is all fine. I do want a big fat support my work at Patreon at the top. Okay, so this is going to be the search feature. So this about/John Vanderveer does not need to exist. This is just a link that can be removed now. Good. Okay. All right, and so then this becomes, let's say that this is a today. 2026-05. Let's make it yesterday. About after econ. John began writing on WordPress. Actually, even before WordPress, I think I did Blogspot before then. Oh man, I feel like I'm like navigating. I guess I am. I'm navigating the old world, eh? 250,000 views on that old blog. Okay, so it still I still started in 2010. John began writing during his undergraduate education at the University of Houston, and John began blogging in 2010 during his undergraduate education at the University of Houston. And continues through today. Okay, John has expanded content creation beyond blogging to include video content and other media. You can support John's work through Patreon. Find his social media links. Is a personal blog of Dr. John Vanderveer. Okay, I think that does fair enough for an about page. You can support John's work through Patreon. Find his other writing here. That will be the about thing. want to make sure that that relative link works and find his social media links here. That will be the not John's link tree. Cool. Okay, so let's go to the local host. And I'll go here, and then I'll go to the about. And it looks a lot better now, right? Also, the date has changed. May 16. Okay, cool. So then I'll need to change, boop. Yeah, I'll need to change that URL. This is on the app page. Where's the nav bar? It's going to be in the footer. Okay, so here's the footer. Yep, there we go. About after econ. So that fixed it. So here we refresh. Looks good. And then that footer is on every page now, right? So if I go over here, that footer is down here. Great. I think this works. Should this be a header though? I don't like those UTM source chat GPT. Yeah, let's move those to the heading. Why not? Okay, so this is going to be what? About article. Cool. And I think this will soon conclude the work on this website. So we got about GitHub Patreon. I think it looks good. Cool. Now I will stop my Gemini session and turn off the local server. I think I pushed already. Yeah, I pushed already. Cool. So that's up here. String literal, yeah. I'll mention that title search added here. So did I not mention this anywhere? Guess not. Oh, cool.
Some cookies.
All right, I'll wrap up the stream.
Oh, you're fine. Do you want me to just leave you a cookie?
And I'm thirsty. Yeah. Are you gonna be reading or do you want to watch shows?
I'm gonna read.
Okay. Then I'll take a cookie and a drink. And I'll take any opinions that you have about the book website because I'm going to be working on that next.
Any appendages?
Opinions, honey. I don't. Please keep your appendages to yourself.
You want my appendages?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. There you go. You want milk or Zevia?
Zevia, please. Do you have like a large cup of water as well?
Get in bed, Sam. Get in bed.
Chocolate chip cookie, let's go.
What? No, get in bed. No, you can tell me tomorrow. It's bedtime.
Okay. Here's the preview deployment. Vercel, I just love you, Vercel. You're so good. Social media links.
Here you go, my love.
Thank you. Okay, the social media links are wrong. It should go over here, not to the GitHub over there. That's why we do verification, chat. That's why we do it. Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome. I have one more thing I want you to bite.
Okay. What's going on, dude? Where's your head at? Coffee ice cream?
With taro and Reese's peanut butter cups. Want another bite? Isn't it so good?
That is so good. Thank you.
It's like fluffy. I love you.
Love you. Man, that was awesome. Okay. So here, we're going to fix this thing on the preview, right? But besides that, is the other stuff good? If I go to the about, no, I don't like that. So the about just brings me here. No, it should not, dude. Is this whole thing so screwed up? About should bring me over here, and then here takes me over there. Thank you. This one goes to the right one. This one goes to the right one. Okay, that looks good. Where to read newer writings. So the about in the nav bar should go there. Yeah. Okay, but none of that requires me to reindex anything. Cool. So that's just a fix for a couple URLs. I like the new sun icon. It makes me really happy. Yeah, this is way better, right? Compare this to what's currently in prod. It's way better. And this is the preview environment, and so the search still works in the preview environment. Love that. Boom. We love closing issues. 2 issues down. 2 issues down. Hey, Tina. She's probably busy now. I'm going to ask her if she can go here. After I see it, oh, let's see. Boop. Cool. So now it's live. Now it's live. Good deal. Oh no. What did I click? Amendment. I don't. Okay. I don't know what I clicked, but something was messed up. Whatever. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. I'm just quickly dropping on LinkedIn about where to this article. I'm going to drop it on LinkedIn and then we'll get back to work. Okay. Thanks, chat. So what do we want to do at this point? At this point, I think we're done with the after econ work. And this has become, just to recap, this has become like an entry point in a funnel because there's like hundreds of viewers to this website every week. And it was even more in the past. It's such a garbage website that after I did it, like back when I was on WordPress, it was pretty cool. And then I did this migration to GitHub to like a static Next.js build, and I really bungled the migration. That SQL extract, you saw all the like the weird formatting and stuff. And so that's when I say it was a crappy website. Is like from that point, not from the original post. There were some cool posts, and there's still stuff to fix. Let me make sure that this is captured in an issue. YouTube embeds. But we'll do that later. We're not doing this now. Need to fix. Okay. So now we're upping our marketing and we want to send people. This one is directing people to the Patreon and these other places. I'm trying to think about the marketing strategy in my head here. And it's something I'm not particularly talented at. So doing that on the fly. But basically, I want these to feed in, and I'm thinking these will go to the Patreon. The Patreon also needs to be updated. You can take a look at it if you want. Really, it has like one thing right now. Then what about the membership? Do I want a free or $1? I might do a free or $1 tier. I might create those. That's all going to be outside of the scope of the stream. So for the current stream, and then this is unpublished. Yeah, that's like a weird thing over there. So you can go sign up at one of these tiers if you want to. Yeah, I think I'll have like a junior patron kind of idea. And then I might also add like a way higher tier that's like $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, something like that, which is like weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly coaching calls. So drop a comment if not necessarily coaching calls, but like one-on-one calls for any purpose. So drop a comment if you think that would be interesting. Okay, so we're gonna send traffic to the Patreon and then convert that into book sales is what I'd like to do over time. But I also need the book website. So let's turn our eyes to that. Let's turn our eyes to that. And this would be a closed source website, I think. Is Evergreen Series open source? Powered by Latterly. Cool. We love closing tabs. Meet John V. I did not buy that domain. I bought some other ones. I got Dr. John because it's easy to shout out on a stream and say meetdrjohn.com, and I got both versions. So want to set those up. Locktheheckin.com. Want to set that up. Igdria. This is one that's not so easy to shout out on a stream, but it is pertinent. All right. And currently I'm checking if Evergreen Series is a public repo. That's what I'm checking, Evergreen. What do I call it? I call it book marketing. It's a book marketing website. Yeah. So if this goes well, one day it could be a SaaS. And so currently it's deployed over here. Let's see. So I think the evergreenseries.com can forward to Igdria. Or do I leave this totally independent for the moment and make a totally different site? Maybe that's the safer thing to do. So joining the waitlist is like the minimal feature here. What else do I want to do? Yeah, like beta reading, feedback, events, the whole nine, which is a pretty different website scope to what exists in this website today. Today, this is a minimal like email waitlist service. So I do want author pages. Yeah, the Evergreen Series. So we'll change the domain, I think, last. Yeah, let's get the website the way I want it and then switch over the domain. Will probably be outside of the stream. I think that's the right approach. Issues, more pages, better content. Yeah, cool. All this stuff. Oh, I don't even have a sitemap. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. So do I have book marketing? Book? Okay, it's here. And then I think my wife emailed me something about her author stuff. I'll just do my own for now, and I'll do hers off the stream. I think she sent me some material about what she wants to go on her author's page. Okay, so here we are, Gemini. Notice that I'm not juggling multiple agents. There's just like such rare, it's so rare that you have a case to actively juggle multiple agents. If I were to do that, I like Superset, which is a multi-agent harness. Okay, so explore the directory for explore the repo for this author's web app. The main feature currently is to support email waitlist growth so that people can be informed as bits or like when the book is released, or perhaps for other opportunities like beta reading, book club, workshops, author events, limited merch, etc. Build an agents .md file, and then I'm going to change the features. So we don't have we already have an agents.md. Okay, we already have an agents.md. So I'd like to make a claude.md, which points to agents. Yup. I'm going to git ignore the DS store. And let me make sure that I'm not on a branch. CD book marketing. Cool. I'm on main. What if I pull? Already up to date. Love to see that. Okay. So we're in the book marketing site. And what do I want to have here? I think I do want to add blog articles. But those blog articles should be pushing to Patreon all the time. Like every single blog article should be like, this is just a sample of what's over at Patreon. I want this join the waitlist to be the big, fat, main thing people see. I want everything else to be like small details. Probably what I do is I throw that up into the nav bar, right? So anywhere you go, this is always at the top. Hell yeah, love that. Okay. Let's add an authors page to this site. Let me rubber duck with ChatGPT. Now there's a book series, including Ada and the Dungeon of Monsters, Dungeon of Monsters, as well as that's a middle grade fantasy. As well as an adult dark fantasy by the same authors. There are 2 authors on this series. I'm building a website. What should the link be called? Which talks about the authors. Let me know if you have an opinion, chat. Just authors, okay. Yeah, about is ambiguous, and then, yeah, that's too long. That's what I was thinking as well. Okay, so just authors. Let's add an authors page to this website. I feel like I want to keep it kind of light for now. What is this? What is this blue bird called? A budgie? Okay, so these are the authors. I think that's fine for now. I'll give the TikTok links. I think that works for now. TikTok. Less techie John. Oh no, are we frozen? Less techie John. Okay. And then Tina is Miss Christina Vandy, I think. Or is it Tina Vandy? Tina Vandy reads. Here we go. Cool. Okay, so we're going to have this page. And then what I want to do is I want to distinguish the two. I want to have like a blog area. Or like updates. I want to have like an updates area. So I'm using ChatGPT as a rubber duck, you can see. Now I'd like to have an updates blog news area where I post some articles, though most of those articles will be like, hey, Patreon has way more stuff. So this section will mainly be for significant product updates, such as a new item available on Patreon, or workshop events, awareness, or publishing date. What should I call this section of the website? I'm thinking like updates or news. Updates. Cool, cool, cool. Notice that even before the AI makes a recommendation, I have a preference in mind. And so if it agrees with what So if I tell it what I want to do and then it agrees post hoc, that's a sycophancy bias. That's a red flag. That's why I give a holdout requirement. I don't actually tell it what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it in my head. And if it independently arrives at the same conclusion, that is a green flag. That means it's actually a good idea, independently a good idea, as opposed to endogenously or dependently, where it's just telling me what I want to hear. So that's how I actually guard against the sycophancy bias, is I hold out the requirement. Now, what if I hold out a requirement and it tells me something I didn't expect, or I didn't premeditate, or I didn't already agree with, or already think was the right thing ahead of time? That's when I push back and steer it. And I say, I might not like, usually what I do is I'll say, why did you do X instead of Y? I was thinking of Y. Or can you compare and contrast X and Y, or maybe X, Y, and Z? So those would be kind of like soft steering. It's more like informational or like discovery, like why this difference. And that's what I usually prefer, because sometimes the AI has a better idea than I have. But if I am like very sure that my idea is right and the AI is wrong, in that case, I won't ask. Well, I might ask why, but then at the end I'll say, do X, do X. If I really wanted to do X, I won't beat around the bush. Okay, so we do have a sitemap over here. Did I already have something called updates? I already had something called updates. Okay. Well, I'm glad we all settled on that, because otherwise it would apparently be a lot wonkier. All right, so let's run this bad boy locally, npm run dev. Because I need to cd app, npm run dev. Cool. Turbo pack. Ooh, man, so fancy. So we got about. Now I'm looking at about. This is so cool. But you see, I want that nav, which is always, always, always telling me join the waitlist. So here's the weird part, right? I'm sorry that I said right. I don't like that I did that. Sorry about that. Which book are they be signing up for? This is just fake news over here. Winter reveal giveaway. What? This is totally fake news. I think this is like a placeholder article. Behind the scenes and launch daily details. No, this is not true. Okay, so this is the author's page. Okay, so what am I asking ChatGPT? I would like to have one or both of sign up the Patreon link in the top nav bar, so it displays on every page. It's kind of weird if the email waitlist is for all books. Don't you agree? Or is it fine to have an author level waitlist? The weirdness is because one book series is adult dark fantasy and the other is children's fantasy / middle grade. Y'all are seeing the tension here, right? This is weird. It's like two pretty different audiences. What I'd like to do is I'd like to be able for you to get updates on whatever you care about. One sign-up system, multiple interest lists. Yes. So how do I do this? I need a Supabase. In my database, I need to mark hey, what do y'all care about? What do y'all care about? So I have a waitlist email. So do I want to make a bunch of columns or do I want a table of stuff that they could be like items of interest and then intersect those? No. No, no, no. I do not want items of interest with an intersection. So I think I just want columns. Like you can just do checkboxes for what you're interested in. Okay, cool. So that is a nice balance and scope limitation, is that this is a list. It's just like a list opt-in site. Anything more complicated than that does not belong here. I think that's a good scope delimitation. Okay. The site currently allows sign up for the Evergreen series. I would like it to support two distinct book series. So let's change the email sign up to trigger a modal, where the users pick which things they are interested in. We should immediately record the person's email. And I want to be able to distinguish someone who I've signed up their email and they haven't confirmed interest in anything. I want to be able to distinguish that person to someone who so there's actually like two different forms here. One is the email capture and the other is like the interest form. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be true false. I want it to be null date. Submitted interest form at. And so the reason this is interesting is because in the future, if I have a third product line, I can distinguish people who previously submitted an interest form, but not witting of the new product line. Do you see what I'm doing there? Okay, so it could be worth making a distinct table. I'm going to ask Gemini's opinion on that with a genuinely open mind. Yeah. Cool. So it's updating this Prisma schema. And it's saying, hey, just do the one. And did I spell this correctly, by the way? In my domains, Igdria, YGDria. YG Dria. Okay. Allow once. Yeah, sorry, dude. I misspelled it. I feel like a big dum-dum for that. Okay, it's going to use node 22. I don't want it to call any Prisma update. It wants to alias stuff. No, suggest changes. Yeah, okay, it's fixing that. I can just nvm use. Okay, it's spelling Yggdria correctly. That's good. It's still using 22 here. No, I want to. Do you have a BDW? I want to know. Do you have a bang? Yeah, shell mode enabled. NVM use 22. Shell commands cannot be queued. All right, look. I want this Gemini to have access to NVM use 22. And do you have a continue? Or resume? Now you got 22. Good job. So now you can do all those things that you dreamed of. We're at 63% quota usage. I don't know how that resets. I'm hoping it resets daily. Hopefully I remember to check tomorrow and I can find out. In the meantime, Wifey checked out the after econ, and it looks like it does not have a Safari issue anymore. So I will go mark this as resolved. Also, I should be able to verify this myself. Don't I have a Safari? I hate using it, but theoretically. So this is afterecon.com. Yeah, looks good, right? Snappy. The multi-series waitlist is now live. Is there anything else you'd like to adjust, such as the email content or the modal's appearance? So this will add you to the waitlist. Cool. This is patching because we're going to note your interest in those particular lines. Good. Okay, so that's good on the email side. What I want to do now is the user needs to be able to know what they're doing. So I want to have two different web pages. Boom. Okay, back to home. I want the join the waitlist to be on the nav of every page. Okay, cool. So this is Igdria interest. And we just pushed to main. All right, well, I'm fired. We are doomed. We are doomed. Let me make a branch now, and this branch will be fix updates page branch. Whoa. I hope that's temporary. Because if that's permanent, it's terrible. Right, book one is called Image of the Beast. Yup. What changed over here? I'm not seeing the change. The background color of the site has changed, hadn't it? Wonder how we lost that. Let's try this AI assistance. Got to turn it on. No thanks, never mind. Never mind. So it's, whoa. It's something in here. Yeah, it's this outer div. Okay, because it's not in the main, it's in this thing. There it is. It's this guy. This guy is giving us that cream color. So it's an E. So this thing has gotten lost. Cool, so it found this thing. Now we're back. Now we're back. So we already had an updates page. Oh no, I pushed that like moments ago. Okay. What's the computed font size? It's 12. So it won't go above 12, eh? So 16 is looking good. 14 is looking, I can get away with 14. I'd like it to be font size 14. So if they're already on it in the future, I'm going to want to flag that, but currently I don't really care. Cool, that looks good. That looks good. So there's authors, updates, Patreon, and now I want books. We need to fix the updates page, and then we need books. So now we need the books page, and we need to fix the updates post. Because oh, hey, here's the Tina bio. I thought I had a section which was like genre and all that. Yeah, genre, audience positioning. The Patreon is now live. This is where we'll be sharing developmental drafts, selected chapters, author notes, behind the scenes material, early experiments, and other works in progress across our book projects. First available release is it's not an emphasis as heading. It's okay. That's just a false lent. Okay. Igdri is an epic fantasy saga where boundaries between technology are blurred. Hey, yo, what are you moving all my pages around for, dog? Okay, the books. Yeah, that's a good one. And then what's the... I don't actually see the difference on this one. 99% used. Are we going to run into the quota there? Access resets at 6:59 p.m. EDT. Okay, cool. So I guess it is a daily refresh. That's okay. We'll stop. We'll stop right there, and then I'm going over here. Let's see. Sentient wilderness that remembers every oath. Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that shit. So this is previously 30 lines, and I want to see it get longer now. Yep. Okay. Sentient. Yeah, don't say this. Character-driven quests. Welcome. The Evergreen series is a fantasy saga rooted. Where even is this? This is on the About page. I don't even want this page to exist. Authors page. Yeah, I don't actually want that page to exist. Okay, so boom, we're going to delete the About page. Now we have a books page instead. Nav about. Okay, cool. And can I run the indexer? Let's run the indexer. I think I just need to run the build. Updated the mod timestamps. Yeah, that's good. Everything passed, right? All right, so I think this should be good. This is looking better. Is that a little gradient going on? Yeah, dig it. Here's our books. We have Yggdria. We have Aiden, the Dungeon of Monsters. Yggdria is not a book name, by the way. Yeah, featured work, Image of the Beast, Book 1. Okay. So Yggdria is the world name. Maybe we could call it the series name. It's like, it's the same idea as the Evergreen series. It's just more trademarkable. Boom. Join the waitlist is everywhere. I don't need it to be over there. All rights reserved. Did I already confirm that this is a not open source? Oh, it's MIT over here. No. No. Want the settings to go private. Yeah, not MIT, not MIT. I need to take these settings off public. I just want to make sure I'm not showing anything when I do that. change visibility, change to private. Want to make it private. Can't make this up, y'all. Can't make this up. All right, let me get the code real quick. And now it's private. Nice. Now it's private. This will be feet, books page, and authors page, and updates, and like lots of stuff. And interests confirmation modal, so that you can distinguish who is interested in which items / books. Okay, so that's the pull request. Okay, and the author biographical material is in here somewhere. Oh, it's in a different tab. That's why I couldn't see it, right? Hi, I'm Tina, aka One Half. Cool. So it's app, public, nope, app, authors, page TSX. Okay, so it's under an author's article name. If this doesn't show our difference in writing style, that's so funny. So it's like John is an author and programmer with a background in economics, and this is Tina's. I love it. We are currently developing 2 distinct fantasy series, one for adult readers and one for young readers. When you register on the waitlist, you can mark interest in one or both series. You can mark interest in one or both series when you join the waitlist. Cool. All right. I think we got it, chat. I think this is going to get me to a place where I can start talking about it online and people will be able to actually go there and sign up, which is like the whole point. So the feature here is more bio. All right. Thanks for being here. See you later.